Are you setting financial goals, but your money still disappears before the month ends? A Fidelity Investments survey found that 71% of Americans set financial resolutions, but only 19% follow through successfully. And the research from the National Financial Educators Council also shows that a lack of financial knowledge costs Americans over $1,800 on average in the year of 2023, highlighting that without investing in how to, goals often go unmet. So the truth is that motivation without money education is like driving with no map. You might move, but you won't arrive. And today we'll break down how to budget with purpose, set financial goals that actually work, and grow your money without risky moves. Welcome to the Simple Money Systems. This is the go-to podcast for exceptional women who are eager to pay off their debt and live a fearless, meaningful life with confidence and joy. Hi, Deanna Gallas here. I am a mom to a special needs child, a caregiver to a loved one, and the host of this show for you, who is determined to break free from debt without sacrificing what you value most. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable, like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up those sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom land with confidence. Friend, is your money playing hide and seek and winning? Are you squinting at your bank statements like they're written in an ancient code? Do you break out in a sweat every time someone says the word budget? Well, friend, help has arrived. I'm inviting you to join my 6-week debt-free budgeting course, where we don't just count the dollars. We plan, we dream, and yes, we even bond as a family over our financial glow-up. This course is like a money makeover meets family game night, minus the Monopoly meltdowns. If you're ready to finally feel in control, at peace, and maybe even excited to look at your finances, and yes, it's possible, this is your moment. Sign up now at my website, dianagallas.com. It's dianagallas.com. And if you want to find out a way how to get a discount that you will love investing in for a limited time because you are part of my favorite people, write me an email to diana@dianagallas.com. It's diana@dianagallas.com. Let's turn budget night into dream building night. All right? So drop me an email and I'll get in touch with you. I still remember the day I decided to dive head first into the stock market, armed with nothing but a vague sense of confidence and a $3,000 savings that I had carefully hoarded. How it started. My friends often talked about their gains, and I thought, how hard can it be, right? Little did I know that decision would lead me down a path of tears and frustration. I clicked away on my laptop, fueled by excitement and a couple of YouTube tutorials. And I invested in a couple of stocks that I thought would surely soar. After all, everyone on social media seemed to be raving about them. But just like that, the market took a nosedive and so did my spirits. I watched helplessly as my money dwindled before my eyes. I remember collapsing on my couch, tears streaming down my face, feeling utterly defeated and embarrassed. I was so miserable. And I was already tight on funds, and losing that money felt like losing a part of myself. But I didn't learn my lesson. I thought, well, maybe true calling lies in entrepreneurship. So I opened an alteration shop, pouring over 20,000 into equipment, believing I would be the next big success story. I envisioned a bustling shop filled with customers, my skills shining as I transformed their garments. However, reality hit hard. And it didn't take me a long time. And I quickly realized that while I had the tools, I didn't have the physical capacity to meet the demand. The long hours spent hunched over sewing machines took a toll on my back, leaving me exhausted and overwhelmed. I had invested so much, yet I felt like I was barely treading water. In a desperate bid to recover, I bought a super cheap parcel of land, convinced I could resell it for a profit. The location seemed promising, but as time passed, it became clear that building there was not feasible. I faced the unpleasant reality of maintaining that land, keeping the lawn moved, dealing with taxes, and pouring money and time into something that was going nowhere. And I found myself caught in a web of responsibilities that drained me both financially and emotionally. And that wasn't enough for me. Years ago, I had joined a class that promised to teach me how to invest wisely. It was an experience filled with enthusiasm and hope, but it quickly turned into a sales pitch for products I couldn't afford. And I felt pressured to buy into their offerings, believing I would finally find the answer to my financial struggles. And friends, instead, I was left with a hefty bill and no means to invest further or grow my knowledge. It was as if I had jumped from one sinking ship to another, wondering when I would finally learn to swim. Now, looking back on my journey, I can't help but smile at the lessons I learned, and I wasn't happy while I was going through all these lessons, and often the hard way. It took a lot of patience, research, and a bit of guidance to get to where I am today. I used to think that mastering money was all about taking risks, but I've come to realize it's really about making informed choices. It's about learning what actually works for real folks like you and me. And friends, you might be wondering why I'm opening up about my failures. Well, it's pretty simple. I want you to know that I'm just like you. I've made mistakes and I've faced some tough times. But through it all, I've learned valuable lessons. I've came out on the other side and I want to share my story with you so you don't have to go through the same hardships that I did. Sure, my experiences have left me with a few scars, but they've also made me stronger, wiser, and a bit smarter with my finances. I didn't give up. And I'm here to tell you that it's never too late to start fresh. You can build a secure financial future one step at a time. So, let me share how I managed to rise from my financial losses and face the future fearlessly. Here are 5 ways or strategies that help me to turn things around. First and foremost, educate yourself. I've always believed that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. Many years ago, I made a life-changing decision. I committed to really learning how money works. I started soaking up every resource I could find: books, workshops, podcasts, financial experts on social media, and it felt like I had unlocked a secret vault of wisdom that helped me go from confused and overwhelmed to confident and in control. But, friends, I didn't stop there. Imagine this. I spent 5 years earning my degree in accounting and business administration, all while raising 4 young kids and sitting in a classroom full of 20 plus something young people who had zero idea what it's like to juggle a household budget and toddler tantrums at the same time. It wasn't easy, but it was so worth it. And I thought I was learning how to make money the right way. And I did, especially when I handled finances for small business owners. And then what I really gained was clarity, confidence, and how to. I learned how to run small business finances, manage cash flow, and make real life decisions that align with big dreams. And now I've taken all of that hard-earned knowledge and turned it into a simple, proven system that anyone, yes, even you, can follow. So here's my heart to you. If you've ever felt lost with your money, if you're tired of winging it, if you want to feel excited, empowered, and in control, friend, invest in yourself. Not in stock tips or the latest app, but in your education. My 6-week debt-free budgeting course is more than numbers. It's a life-changing journey. And it works. Check my website at dianagalas.com to learn more about the program. Strategy number 2. The second thing helped me to strategically manage my finances is creating a 2-line budget. I'll never forget the moment it clicked. The day I simplified everything down to just 2 lines on paper. That's it. No complicated spreadsheets, no overwhelming categories, no math headache. Just 2 simple lines. My bill pay system and my simple purchasing method. That's how my signature 2-line budgeting method was born. And let me tell you, it changed everything. Once I got clear on those 2 lines, it was like someone flipped the light switch on in my financial life. Suddenly, I could actually see my cash flow, and I wasn't just surviving, I was making real progress. My debt that used to feel like a mountain started to melt away, and I could breathe again. Not only that, but I finally had room and courage to start investing and dreaming again. I was able to say yes to opportunities that used to feel out of reach. I could give more generously, plan for the future, and hope for more. And now, here I am, sharing this simple but powerful method with you because I want you to feel that same freedom. Number 3, friend, seek guidance. Let me tell you a secret. I didn't get my money life together by doing it alone. I tried. Trust me, I was up late Googling, building spreadsheets, and joining every finance class I could find at church or online. I pushed myself so hard trying to get it right that I nearly burned out. And then I did something that changed everything. I asked for help. From financial pros, from smart friends, from people who had already walked the road I was on. That support system gave me clarity, confidence, and motivation. And so eventually, I found what actually worked. And it was simple. My newly discovered 2-line budgeting system gave me freedom I hadn't felt in years. So if you're out there feeling stuck, let this be your nudge. Ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. And the breakthrough you've been praying for, it might be just one conversation away. And friend, I would love to personally invite you to join a private community of determined, like-minded women who are on a mission to conquer their finances with confidence. It's called the Simple Money Systems Facebook group, and it's a safe, supportive space where we talk real life, real budgets, and real breakthroughs. Whether you're just getting started or ready to level up, you don't have to walk this journey alone. And I would love to connect with you there. Come hang out and learn with us. Number 4, the strategy number 4, set clear goals. I remember sitting down one day completely overwhelmed and asking myself, what am I actually working toward? That's when I realized I didn't just need a budget. I needed a vision. So I started small. A debt I could realistically pay off. A savings goal that felt doable. And a dream I could picture. And suddenly everything shifted. Having a specific goal gave me a reason to stay focused, even when things felt hard. It became my motivation and my anchor, and it was my why. And with every small win, my confidence grew. I wasn't just surviving anymore. I was making purposeful progress. That's why I teach goal setting as a core part of a simple money systems. Because when you know where you're going, the journey becomes so much more powerful. And last but not least, strategy number 5, friend, be patient. Being patient was one of the hardest but most important lessons I had to learn. When you're working hard to turn your finances around, it's easy to want instant results. I definitely did, but recovery doesn't happen overnight. I had to remind myself more than once that building something lasting takes time. Every budget tweak, every smart decision, every debt payment, it all added up, even when it felt slow. I had to trust the process and believing that my efforts were planting seeds for a better future. And friend, guess what? With patience and persistence, the growth came. And it was so worth the wait because you are planting today what you want to grow tomorrow. Trust the process and stay the course. Now, friends, let's recap what I've covered today about mastering money with 5 proven strategies to manage finances for long-term success. Number 1, learn about money. Start where you are. Listen to the Simple Money Systems podcast packed with simple knowledge, tips, and simple steps you can take right away. Make sure to hit sign up button so you won't skip an episode. The more you learn, the more empowered you feel. Number 2, make a simple budget. Don't overcomplicate it. My 2-line budget was a game changer. Number 3, ask for help. You're not meant to do this alone. Check out Simple Money Systems private Facebook community. Number 4, set clear goals. Even small goals like paying off one bill or saving $100 can keep you focused and excited about your progress. And number 5, be patient. Real change takes time. Don't rush it. Keep showing up. Keep making smart choices and trust that it's working, even if it feels slow. Friend, if today's episode gave you even one grain of wisdom, something that made you think, smile, or feel a little more confident about your money, I would love for you to leave a 5-star written review. Your words help more women discover this space and remind them they're not alone in their journey. And here's your challenge. Friend, take just one thing you learned from these 5 proven strategies and put it into action this week. Whether it's a small mindset shift or a bold financial move, progress is the progress, right? So, lastly, if this episode encouraged you, please share it with a friend. Let's spread the love, the knowledge, and the beauty of a debt-free life. You never know who is waiting for a message like this to help them take their first step. Until next time, keep going, keep growing, and keep dreaming big. Thank you for tuning into the Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful, and I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving a path of precious gems for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Take a good care of yourself, and I meet you right back here at the Simple Money Systems, where your financial freedom journey begins.